This segment is sponsored by Hospice of Michigan. It is their signature fundraiser, and after a 3-year pandemic pause, Barley BBQ Beats is back. Hospice of Michigan, of course, devoted to providing end-of-life care for all, regardless of age, diagnosis, or financial circumstances. And I have a crew of guests here to tell us about this great event and how critical it is to their mission. Barbara Anderson is the statewide director of philanthropy for Hospice of Michigan. Ryan Duffy in the middle is the committee chair for Barley BBQ Beats. Judy Hissam is from Dr. Rolf's Barbecue in Muskegon. Welcome to all of you. It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Tell me a bit about Barley BBQ Beats. We had a little pause during the pandemic.
We did, so we couldn't have the big gatherings that we've been had historically been having since 2016 around this event. So we paused for a while. And we're really excited to be back this year.
Yeah, and just as the title implies, there's a little bit of booze, there's a little bit of music, and some great barbecue, right? Tell a little bit about how it works.
Yeah, so folks that attend, they get three tokens of drink tickets and 3 of the barbecue, and they can choose to use those however they'd like. We have about 8 distilleries and about 8 barbecue vendors on hand, and if they want to go all to Judy and see her, that's fine, or if they want to spread the love around, they can do that. And then if they run out, they can always purchase more.
Very fun. And you want to send up your sponsors, Ryan, because they are critical to making this happen.
Yeah, our sponsors have been very critical and very generous across the state and in Grand Rapids in particular with bringing this event to the community. Some of our sponsors that have really stepped up has been Pioneer Construction, Fifth Third Bank, Applied Imaging, CareLink Medical and Supply, Hanson Bulk. Have all been real critical in bringing this event to our community and really being behind the mission of Hospice of Michigan.
Yeah, such an important mission. And Judy, I know this is your first year participating.
It is.
And because you're based in Muskegon.
That's right.
You have a spread here this morning. Tell us about what you brought, and is that what you're serving?
One of these items will be what we're serving, but I brought us just some ribs. We've got some brisket over here. Next to them are the burnt ends, so we're going to talk about those a little bit more, and just a pulled pork sandwich. The burnt ends here are going to be the star of our feature barbecue at the event. If you're not familiar with burnt ends, they're kind of like that end of the brisket, the point of the brisket. We smoke the brisket, we cut it up, we sauce it up, we re-smoke it. These are kind of melt in your mouth pieces of meat.
Yeah, it's like the primo that a lot of people love to have,
yes.
those burnt ends.
So the burnt ends are going to be what we're going to feature at the
Why
event.
did you want to get involved this year and with Hospice of Michigan?
You know, I think it's a great organization. I mean, there's so many things that they do for so many people in the community, and our family ourselves have experienced, working with Hospice and having them work with one of our family members. So it's a fantastic organization.
It surely is, and Barbara, you have to hear that everywhere you go. People have been touched by Hospice of Michigan, and they want to give back and participate in some way.
We are so, I mean, we could not do this event without, our sponsors and our amazingly generous vendors too. So
I realize that I forgot to ask you about the Beats part of Barley BBQ Beats. What's the music going to be?
So Wayland will be performing actually, and then we're very fortunate. Our event coincides with Kenny Chesney and Kelsey Ballerini coming to town at the Van Andel. So Kelsey will be stopping by as well.
Very cool.
Special appearance.
Now, you have a special announcement to make about the opportunity to make our donations go further.
Yeah, so we're very fortunate that the Steve and Amy Van Andel Foundation is actually offering a match. So this event not only happens in Grand Rapids, but 6 times this year across the state. So if you can't join us here, you can probably find another city.
Yeah.
But they're matching dollar for dollar up to $250,000 for donations made at the event that night, which we're so incredibly fortunate for that.
Yeah, I mean, that really just adds to your earning power in such an incredible way. And like you said, started 2016 here in Grand Rapids, but now expanded to 6 different locations around the state, and we'll put all of those on our website. If they can't, like you said, if you can't make Grand Rapids, you got no excuse. But the Grand Rapids Barley BBQ Beats event, Saturday, May 6th. It's at GLC Live at 20 Monroe. Tickets can be purchased online at hom.org/BBB. If you can't attend but you want to support Hospice of Michigan, you can donate online as well. For more information, contact Rachel Knapp, rknapp@hom.org. That's RKNAPP at hom.org. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.